Adult Fairy Tales 12-pack, Books 1 through 12. Breeding Erotica, Lesbian Erotica, Threesome Erotica, Group Sex Erotica Fairytale Collection. Written by Margot Devine. Narrated by Edie Olliver.
Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red skipped down the steps of her wood cabin, her crimson cloak fluttering behind her. She cast her face to the sun that broke through the branches, closing her eyes and taking a breath so deep that it caused the lace on the bust of her dress to unravel. "What a day!" she cooed. A robin swooped down to perch on her shoulder, chirping cheerfully as Little Red danced her way into the forest, humming her own tune. She held the hemming of her skirt and wafted it gaily, unbeknownst to that day's fate. At 19, Little Red had never known sacrifice or hardship, or even sex, but she was about to learn a lesson in all of them that day. Her day began as it often did, gallivanting through the sun-kissed glades of the forest on her way over to Mr. Pigglesworth's house. As she frolicked through the undergrowth, she felt a sudden, uncharacteristic chill ripple its way along her shoulders. She pulled her crimson hood over her head to protect against the sudden cool wind. Little Red stopped in her tracks, and as she did so, the birdsong ceased. Mr. Pigglesworth's house was only 100 meters ahead. Her head turned to look back whence she came, and her eyes narrowed curiously. The color seemed to have been sucked from the forest, and the trees loomed large above, shrouding the woodland floor in thick shadow. "My gosh!" she cooed, sucking a breath and covering her mouth in shock. Another little birdie fluttered down onto her shoulder, but it made no sound. Instead, it stared with her, its eyes locked on the blackness that slowly consumed their paradise. "What is it, Chirpy?" she asked. A fog rolled in, worse than the mist of the morning dew steaming against the rising sun. It was thicker and smokier, blanketing the woodland until she could scarcely peer through it at all. She started to back away towards Mr. Pigglesworth's house, carefully placing her bright red shoes behind her one step at a time. Suddenly there came a low, guttural hum, and then a pair of yellow eyes shone bright through the fog, their gaze menacing. They locked on Little Red. "No!" she yelped, and the birds scattered skyward, fluttering off in fright. Little Red fled too, turning on her heels and running with purpose to Mr. Pigglesworth's front door. Her hood fell down and her brunette hair trailed out behind her. "Open up!" she cried. Her footsteps thudded beneath her and the cloak billowed behind her like a sail. She turned her head back quickly to see the darkness rushing forwards, with that same glowing beast surging onwards with it. "Mr. Pigglesworth!" she shrieked. "Open up!" Mr. Pigglesworth opened the door cautiously, and his eyes bulged as he drank in the sight, firstly of Little Red's bouncing breasts, and then of the black shadow drawing near behind her. "Oh, no!" he said, his front trotters waving in the air. "Brace the door behind me!" Little Red cried, hitching up her skirt to move quicker. She pounced inside, and Mr. Pigglesworth latched the door and moved a huge cooking pot in front of it. Just as he got in position, the brittle door banged, buckling the hinge. "What is it?" Mr. Pigglesworth cried, his teeth chattering in terror. "I think it's—" A growl rattled just out front. "Big Bad!" He lowered his voice to a whisper. "The Wolfman?"
"The very same,"
came a rasping cry from outside. It sounded as though it was coming from every direction. The pair of them cowered in the shack, and Little Red held Mr. Pigglesworth tight.
"Come out now, and I will be gracious,"
the wolf said. "He's never gracious," Mr. Pigglesworth whispered.
"Refuse, and I will level this little shack you call a home."
"What do you want?" Little Red asked, trying to hide the fright in her voice.
"Why don't you ask your friend there?"
Little Red turned to Mr. Pigglesworth, confused. "What does he want?" she hissed.
"I'm giving you until the count of 10.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?